Alrighty boys, welcome back to Sefesta's Bleach Guides. Today we're going to be covering the Shinigami progression. That one's a little bit more simple, it doesn't take as long. Sefesta's Guide. So first thing we're going to do, once again, we're going to get our Bleach Guide book, which you just hit, I believe it's B by default to open this menu here. And then you just click this Bleach Guide up at the top, and it gives you a book. Now, let's see here. It'll go over the basics, all the stuff you really need to know, getting started, how you do all this stuff. But what we're mainly focused on today is going to be the pathing. So we're going to be going for our Shinigami here. So what we're going to do here is we're going to start off by gaining some SP. There's multiple ways to gain SP. One of the ways is by finding reishi that hollows will sometimes drop. And you can just munch down on that, and that'll give you some SP to work with. But right now we can't see hollows because we don't have any SP. So the easier or better way to go about that, let's see if we can find the thing, is to take our Shinai here and smack things with it. Now there's also the Academy clothes here, which you can wear, and these will actually increase how fast you gain SP. Of course, good luck crafting these, because you're going to need soul cloth, and in order to get soul cloth, you need a lot of reishi. I will be using them for the video, just to make everything go a little bit quicker, but don't expect to have those right out the gate. Alright, so like I was saying, the fastest way to gain SP is by using the Shinai and just smacking things with it. It doesn't matter like how much damage you do, it doesn't matter about killing the creature or any of that stuff. It's literally just number of hits. So if you can find something that doesn't have like iframes, let's say, or you know, something like that, you can make the process a lot quicker. So at the top of my screen, you'll see that I am a human currently. That's my race. That's what we're working with right out the gate. You'll load in as a human. Oh, we're already at 34 SP. Look at that, buddies. That is freaking peak content. Now, once we have our SP and all that fun stuff, what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to come over to our Shini chest here. We're going to grab a soul chain. Now, recipe for soul chain is iron bars, soul steel, which is just going to be reishi and iron. Once you have enough SP to where it shows up in the right side of the screen there, you'll be able to see hollows, so you'll be able to kill those, and hollows will drop the reishi that you need for the soul chain and all that stuff. Let's see here. We're gonna go ahead and equip our soul chain. And then, I believe, all I have to do is right click. Yep. If you right click the reishi block, it'll turn you into a hole. Now, before this chain timer right here runs out, you see it slowly ticking down and all that fun stuff, we're gonna need to find a Shinigami. So I have a Shinigami set up over here already, and you just right click on him, and he'll give you an Asauchi. I think that's how you say it. I could be wrong. Don't hate me for it. Now this we're gonna need for the rest of our progression. Oh yeah, I forgot my meditation map. My bad. Here we go. Meditation map. place this down right on top of that. If you watch my other videos, you'll know what this square is here. But we're going to go into our guidebook. We're going to go into Shinigami, which is going to give us a Shinigami guide. So we're going to go into pathing. There's two different pathings. There's the old one and the new one. Let's see here. Holding right click with this effect, the bond will increase. Okay. So, I believe it's like, it stops at like 50 or something like that. So all we do is we hold right click, and you see up at the top of the item description here, it'll say bond 2. So if we hold right click with our Asachi in our hand, the bond will increase. So it's up to 7 now. And so we're just going to hold this until it stops going up. And then what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to kill hollows to get the rest, I believe. And as it was mentioning, the weapon stat, that's going to increase one of two ways. One way is by getting stat orbs that drop from hollows on occasion. The other way, and the better way to do things, is through training. And how you train is just smack things with your weapon, and your weapon stat will go up. Alright, it's not going up anymore, so let's double check our Shinigami guide. So we need to right click a Shinigami with an SOG that has bond over 85 and weapon over 8. And while wearing Shinigami Academy top and bottoms. This can be done through a Shinigami trainer, NPC as well, summoned from a Hell Butterfly. Alright, so we're gonna need to kill some hollows. We're gonna come in here. This is our little safe spot where we fight things. Ah! That is entirely my bad. I forgot to equip stuff. Need boots. Boots, 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 boots. Where's my Shinigami chest? There it is. Now if we have our boots, boop, that should give us a full set of bleach armor. And if we have a full set of bleach armor, it should use our SP as HP. So, yep, there it goes. Ah. Oh yeah, another good tactic. Up at the top, you'll see that my race has turned to trainee. I should have shown you guys when I turned whole, but that's fine. Reishi is used as a food source, so you see how it actually increases your overfood and all that stuff. Oh yeah, I have to use the Asachi to kill things anyway to increase the bond. Whoopsie. Reishi also replenishes our SP, so that's something to keep in mind too. Alright, it's looking like it's going to go up like 1 per hollow, so this is going to take us a little bit. It's not as much grinding as hollow is, let's say, for example, but it is quite a bit grinding. And as you can see, my SP is going up pretty quick. That's because of the Academy clothes. Without the Academy clothes, it is a lot more of a grind. And then Academy clothes plus Shinai makes it go by a lot faster. That boost only works for a while though. I think it's like around 200 SP it stops working. For both the Shinai and the clothes. Once again, it's based on number of hits for SP. So you don't have to, if you're just SP farming, you don't need to wait for the entire attack animation to come off cooldown and all that stuff. Alright, let's check out our weapon stat. Our weapon stat is 9. Let's make sure we don't need any other requirements: Bond 85, Weapon 8, Shinigami Academy top and bottoms. Okay. So, what is it? I think it's, okay, so put that there. I think it might be this one here. I believe if I do mask shard on a paper lantern, it spawns in a butterfly. Now, when you're doing that, I believe there's a chance for it to be the item that spawns the NPC trainer. I forget what the chance is, but we're not going to deal with all that stuff. Because, and, nope, it's going to be in the Shini. It's going to be in the Shini. Here we go. We already have enough. So, we use that. It spawns in the Shinigami NPC trainer through the Sinkai Mon, or whatever it's called. So we're going to put these back. We're going to right-click the Shinigami trainer, graduate. So now, as you see, it's turned into an actual Zanpakuto, owner, Cephasta, all that fun stuff, right? So, with that being the case, we go to the next part of progression. Now, what I'll say, as far as like all this stuff goes, around this point, you're gonna want, where is it? Where's my Shini? Shini, there it is. We're gonna want, to probably create a Garganta portal. So, if we go in here, so this is Garganta portal. Now, if we right-click on this, we can't do anything with it because we have to go over to the overworld and kill a Menos Grande or a Gillian in the overworld. So we're gonna game mode C. We're gonna use the Garganta. That's gonna take us back to the overworld. And we're going to place one of these down. We're going to place a few of these down, actually, just to speed up the process. Ah! They're after me. So we'll just battle it out until a Gillian spawns, and then we'll kill it. And then that'll give us access to the Garganta. And it'll show up at the bottom of our bleach menu here when we have access to the Garganta. Or at least that's how it used to be. I believe that's still how it works. I would even like possibly recommend doing this part of the progression beforehand. Before actually becoming a Shinigami. Because if you're sitting here, oh, is it not? Shift B maybe? Okay, there we go. These are our element points off to the left here, and if these go above a certain threshold, it'll determine what kind of Shikai / Bankai you're going to end up with. You gain those by killing different kinds of hollows. So if you're really like cautious on like what you want your Shikai to be and all that stuff, I would recommend doing this part of progression before actually becoming a Shinigami. You gotta kill them with your Zanpakuto, I'm pretty sure too. So, here. So what we're gonna try, just to speed up the video and stuff like that, we're gonna go over here. We're gonna find a Menos Grande egg, and then we'll put this in here, and we're gonna spawn the boy. It works. Alright, so now we've got our Garganta. Oh. Now we've got our Garganta. Was there another requirement for this? Base Ryukyu over 200. Okay, now base Ryukyu is over 200. We can use the freaking thing. Cool. There it is. So all you do to use it is you hold shift, You hold right click. And that'll bring you to Hueco Mundo. Cool, so we did that. So we'll go ahead and we'll double check our Shinigami guide. Pathing. Begin Shikai. To obtain Shikai, you must have named your Zanpakuto, have at least 400 total element points, have over 200 base Rei Ryuku. Cool. And then shift right click the Zanpakuto. This is needed to set the element as well after reaching 400 points. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and name our Zanpakuto. So we put it in here. We're going to name it something super fancy. Cool. And now shift B and we look over here. It looks like our total element points should be about 128. So you can either look in the hollow tome over here, and this will show what each hollow gives you as far as like element points, what it takes away from element points, all that fun stuff. Just to speed around the progression for the guide, I will be doing Menos Grandes, aka Gillians, because they give 4 in all of them across the board. So it should, in theory, be the fastest. Let me go get some Menos eggs. And these are the stat orbs I was talking about earlier. It drops from the hollows. They also drop masks. Oh, the Masterful Mask. Plus 0.5 luck, plus 1 of armor toughness, plus 0.5 armor. This has nothing to do with Katie's mod, the quality and all that stuff. That's a separate mod that's installed right now. So we're going to spawn Menos, attack Menos. Another way to become a whole, which is needed just before you become a Shini trainee and stuff like that, is instead of right-clicking the Reishi block with the soul chain on, all you have to do is die. Die with the soul chain equipped. And that should also turn you into a whole. I prefer the Reishi block though. It's just a lot simpler. I'm not going for any particular element. There's specific ways to get specific elements, and you know, specific hollows you have to kill in specific like ways and stuff like that. It's a mess, but it's really fun figuring out like what combination of like hollows you have to kill in order to get each element and stuff like that. Shift B, 416, shift right click, right? Yep. Alright, now I believe it's X to activate? No. Requirements, element points, 400. Base Rei Ryuku, 200. Weapon, 15. Weapon, 15. It doesn't say it in the guidebook. Right? I didn't see... Shikai. Yeah, nothing about it needing 15 weapon. So, we're at 14 weapons. We were 1 away the entire time. Okay, cool. Now. There we go. So, X to activate, Z to deactivate by default. Now we go into pathing. Let's see what we need for our Bankai. We'll need element over 800, weapon over 60, ray control over 35. So we're going to need all the weapon. Actually playing the game is going to take a lot longer than this. I'm just doing it really fast so that you guys know what to do as far as Shinigami progression goes. If you are in fact trying to speed run progression, Menos Gillians are going to be the fastest for sure. We're up to 838. Alright, so now in order to activate our Bankai, I thought I had all the requirements already, I'm not going to lie. Okay, so after reaching Mastered Shikai requirements, Mastered Shikai requirements are Weapon over 40. Shini Ryuku over 100. Hollow kills are greater than 200. What's my hollow kills at? 130. Okay, that's where the issue is right there then.
100 hollow kills later.
Okay, let's kill one more. Because it does say over 200, if I remember correct. There we go. Bankai activated. I'm a lot faster. I'll hit a lot harder. Now, there's one more part of Shinigami progression. So if we go into pathing and we go into Bankai. Now, past Bankai, we have Visored, the Shinigami based Arankar, obtained by having over 20 Hollow Ryuku. Cannot be obtained normally if you have full burner powers. So you can get tier 1 Visored by having over 20 Hollow Ryuku, and you should be able to, I believe, eat a mask shard. I think that's like the entire requirement there. So, shoot, we'll just eat a whole bunch of mask shards. That's what we'll do. Eating mask shards is one of the only ways as a Shinigami to gain Hollow Ryuku. There is another way. There's another item. It's called like Shiniyaku or something. Where is it? I'm blind. This one right here. And that's made by putting a whole bunch of sugar around a mask shard. So mask shards are just created by breaking down masks. Some masks will give more, like the Ore Hollow, I believe, gives 2 mask shards, where the Menos Grande Gillian masks give 3 per. Alright, so we're over... Okay, so this right here means that we are now a Visored. So if we hit V, it puts on your mask, which increases all of your stats. Tier 2 Visored is just, it's procced by using your mask over and 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 over again. Slowly gaining more and more timer and stuff like that. It's just a stronger form of Visored. The timer goes by a lot faster, your stats are gained a lot more, you get a bigger boost, all the stuff. And I believe that's it for my Shinigami guide. If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, anything like that, go ahead and feel free to comment on the video. Alright, I appreciate you, boys.